Talk Radio, Real Radio, the Brad Davis radio program on the Talk of Connecticut.
Well, here we are with two very special guests. Oohrah. Yes, this is a hydration drink which is just about ready to hit the national market, and it has been tested, and Lisa Bremmer is the owner and CEO, and her husband Jay is here in the studio too, and he is with Sikorsky, making all those helicopters. Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Brad?
Good.
Thanks so much for having us.
No, it's terrific to have you in here and talk about this product that is going to help all of the services.
Yes.
Now, just, Lisa, just so the folks will know how this all started and what motivated you, and the name. I love the name, Oohrah.
Yes.
You know, that's yes. Marine Corps.
It is. It is. But, you know, what really caught me was I always remembered it as being something that they chanted when they wanted to come together in unison.
That's right.
So when I was developing the brand, I thought it would only be appropriate to develop a brand that not just honored one area of service, but all areas of service and Americans in need. So I developed 6 flavors. Each flavor represents an honor. Our Ragin' Red is one that honors all Americans. Our Fightin' Green is our lemon lime that honors those that fight from land. Our Chargin' Blue is our grape that honors those that fight from the sea. Our Thunder Cloud is our pineapple coconut that honors those that fight from the sky. Our Rockin' It Pink Lemonade, which is on my shirt today.
Yeah.
It's a great shirt. It honors all of our lady warriors, and our mixed fruit mango is our yellow ribbon, which honors those that we've lost. And then we have our purified water as well. So it's a healthier alternative to the sports drinks that are currently on the market. It's free and clear of any artificial coloring or all natural flavors.
Now, I understand you're in some areas. Like you just mentioned, Alabama.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Yes. Somehow, this wonderful distributor in Alabama, Tony Hawsey, was looking for a great, refreshing, new hydration sports drink type of formulation to offer because apparently those that are on the market today have not been doing as well as he had liked, and he wanted to also offer something that was a little different. So somehow he came across my brand, and clearly that's a great market for military, so I was very happy to have made his acquaintance. And he called me, and last Monday we shipped about 8 pallets down to Birmingham, Alabama. So we were very, very happy about that.
Now, once you try this, too, I mean, I found
You're
that
hooked.
Out. Yeah, it's just something about it that is so good. But I love the military. That's what appealed to me, that it really says something to our military.
It does. And, you know, I was very fortunate to have had a wonderful conversation during the formulation process, which started in 2012. And I spoke with the regional CEO of the American Red Cross because I really appreciated their American Red Cross Heroes program, because it's a program that not only honors military service members, but also Americans in general that are in a certain crisis situation. And I spoke with Mario, it's Mario Bruno, and wonderful, wonderful man, and he said, you know, I think this might be a very nice fit for our American Red Cross Heroes Breakfast. And as it turns out, once we launched, at every Heroes Breakfast, they have a bottle of Oohrah at every place setting at the event. And I'm fortunate enough to present the Youth Services Hero Award at these events when they occur. So we have another one, I believe, coming up in September. Well, but we've given 2 awards so far, where we've donated. Just since our first truck dropped May 1st, our first inventory, we've given just to the American Red Cross alone $5,000 and $1,000 each to each winner.
Wow.
Yeah, in 6 weeks. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, from proceeds of...
Did you ever, I mean, how did you, as I listened to you tell the story to my radio audience, I mean, how did this hit you? Did this just come out of the the air?
I think over the years, fortunately enough, in my early part of my career, I worked with Hugh Blind with all brand importers on the beer side of the business, malt beverage side of the business, and then I went to Loctite Worldwide and had some exposure there, which is also a consumer products industry, and then I went to Coca-Cola Worldwide in Atlanta and worked as Mr. Daff's senior executive administrator, and through all of those different experiences, what you see is that every corporation has a way of giving back, and they do it in a big way. But it just continued to resonate with me that it wasn't equally split, and I wanted to make sure that we honored those that serve equally and in the right way. So I tried to start thinking about how I could do this, and I love beverage. I've loved beverage my whole life, and my whole adult life, and I thought this would be an excellent way to develop a product that people would find not only refreshing, but a healthier alternative. It's low sugar, it's got no caffeine, it's clear. I sort of thought to extract what we really don't need and keep what we do, and that seems to be very well received by consumers. So it just all started to come together, and then with my husband, his dad, was a late father. He passed away a couple of years ago. My parents are both passed away, and I used a significant portion of my inheritance to invest in the development of Oohrah. So I have done this independently with my husband's help and our two boys, and everyone's had a part. It was a complete group effort.
It was a group effort, and the military theme was one of the.
Well, your father now, Jay, wasn't your father?
My father was World War II. Korea, and also Vietnam, and he retired from the Air Force. He was a 20-year vet, and he loved the military. I was an Air Force brat, so I knew all about the military. and when we brainstormed about the brands, that was one of the things that came out of it, was we wanted to support the military, and that's how it all developed, and the kids helped, and Oohrah came out of one of the brainstorming sessions, so it was really good for the family effort.
And you are with...
I work for Sikorsky right now.
Sikorsky, the helicopters.
We're working on the Marine heavy lift helicopter, the K.
He told me about this. I was hoping he would mention it on the
Yes.
radio. The Marine heavy lift helicopter.
The CH-53K, that's the next big helicopter that we're developing, and hopefully we're going to fly by the end of the year. So,
really?
Yeah. It's been
Now, don't you also build the presidential helicopters?
They just got the award for they build the current ones, and now they get the award to go forward with the next Marine one.
How many Marine ones do they have?
Oh, I don't. It's dozens, but I couldn't tell you exact amounts.
But this is great for Sikorsky. Boy, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
It helps.
The
Definitely
contracts,
helps. Yes.
the contracts are just coming in, and that's great company. Now, how long before this product, Oohrah, will be all over the United States?
Well, that depends on how many distributors are listening to this radio show. But it comes down to distribution, and we're fortunate to start making inroads with several distributors. Fortunately, I have the assistance of Power Brands, which is a great company out in Van Nuys, California. They're beverage specialists. They are taking the charge in establishing my distribution channels, my sales channels. I have others, including my CEO of my primary co-packer, which is Tampa Bay Co-Pack, Bill Foley. He is a tremendous help in establishing relationships, especially in the Southeast and the Southwest areas throughout the country, because that's obviously his area of specialty, because they're located in Dade City and Tampa Bay. And the fortunate thing with Tampa Bay is that they can ship air, land, and sea. And I've got a Materialogic is a nationwide distribution fulfillment entity, which offers the electronic data interchange, which most of the big companies truly require, because they will like to just ship get their orders processed directly with their fulfillment houses, and it's a little less red tape, and it's a very smooth process. So we have everything set to go. We just need the support, and that's why we thank you, Brad, honestly, for allowing us this opportunity to speak about the brand because we've invested.
General manager.
Oh, well, yes, and the general manager, Eric, wherever you are, thank you so much. So it's a step-by-step process. Fortunately, we've gotten some wonderful support in our region, in and around Glastonbury, and I grew up in West Hartford, so Rockledge Country Club has it at their concessions, and so as people get their hands on it, they find it refreshing and it's a nicer alternative, and they just keep coming back and buying more. So
it will be in where people can,
yes,
can buy
yes,
it in
Highland Park
stores.
Market in Glastonbury and Manchester right now locally. People who buy it from us directly, obviously. We have a huge warehouse in Glastonbury, and so we have orders that we get directly from folks that just call us and they buy cases for their 4th of July parties and whatever they need. We have it on hand.
But I think the thing that appealed to me was the military.
Yes.
The way, you really, really do.
Well, we've given quite a bit. We actually there's a great event coming up with Fidelco at on the grounds at Command. It's their annual ride, which is a bunch of great motorcycle riders that can all come together, and it's a huge event. And we're actually giving $10,000 to that event to support the cause for the military, and also serve
That's
as their beverage sponsor. So we'll be right on site with them as well. So very similar to when I met you a couple of weeks ago with the event that was military.
Yeah.
Based as well. So that's our focus is helping the families, especially those that are left in a situation when they return. Unfortunately, they don't get as much help as they should. And I think sometimes when they think that they've returned and they're stateside and that life just goes back to normal, and it doesn't.
No.
And they need as much support as possible, especially the families and the children that have been left behind and have lost, that other person, that other support source throughout many years of service. There's so much to contend with there. So we take a look at crisis at every level. We also gave $5,000 to the Connecticut Children's Medical, to the Angel Eye program just a few weeks ago, sponsored
yes.
that golf tournament. We were one of the many sponsors that came together with 5 or 6 Rotaries from the area that cared enough to put this tournament together and to get the first 70 cameras installed in the NIC unit, PIC unit incubators, so those that are overseas or parents who are at home that aren't military, that have to leave their ill children in the incubators, they could be with them 24/7. And that's hugely impactful. So
That's wonderful.
we try as best as we can to spread the wealth.
Well, Lisa, that is just tremendous. How long, Jay, have you been with Sikorsky?
8 years.
8 years.
I was there in the 80s, and then I came back in 2006. I believe.
And making helicopters all the time.
Working, yes, on the 53K. Yeah.
How long does it take? I've often wanted to ask this question. How long does it take to complete a helicopter?
It depends on the model, but it can take. Usually, they deliver, maybe 50 a year, maybe. So
Really?
it's in the weeks. They have a lot of suppliers that develop the production line, so it's easier to assemble. It doesn't take as long as it used to. So, but the one we're working on right now is not completely in production, but that would take. We get usually a rate of about 2 a month for the bigger helicopter.
And this is Marine Corps?
Marine Corps.
Marine
It's
Corps.
the big one. Yeah.
A big one. Okay, well, again, I just am so thankful that you were able to come in here, and you'll have events, I'm sure, all over this area. We'll probably bump into you
Yes.
somewhere again.
Yes, you can always check our website. We have an events page on the website,
What
but
is
we'll be
what is the website?
it's www.oohrah, OOHRAH, hydration, HYDRATION.com. And we have an events page. We also have our philanthropy page, which we felt was very important because as people support us, it's nice to see where your money is going, and it's a direct give. It's not given to foundations for others to distribute. We give directly to the cause, and after we do so, we post it so people can see where their support has gone. But we will be at Riverfest. We'll be right up on the plaza, so we hope that we see a lot of folks there. This week we'll be at the Great American Boom in New Britain for 4th of July, and we'll do a lot of events throughout New England through the upcoming year, which is considered our launch year.
Well,
Yes.
I'm glad that we met you.
Thank you.
I really.
Thanks for having us, Brett.
And I'm glad that I met you, Jay, too, and we had just a wonderful, wonderful day with the folks in Glastonbury.
Yes,
too.
we did. It was a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Good event.
Thank you so much.
The military is dear to my heart,
And ours as well.
And I just in this radio station. I mean, it's from top management, big time, and that's why it's a great place to be.
Yes, as it should be.
Well, thank you. You just heard me chatting with Lisa Bremmer, who is the owner and CEO of a new product that you're going to be trying, I know, Oohrah, and it's just great. A couple that loves America. Jay, of course, working on choppers for the service down at Sikorsky, and it's just a great family. They got 2 sons, Nicholas and Zachary. Right? Did I get it right?
You got it right.
Okay. Well, God bless you both, and thank you for stopping
God
in.
bless you too. Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
If you don't get your local news here, then you don't get it. The Brad Davis Radio Program on the Talk of Connecticut.